Oh, wow. The rear thrust surface on this is beat all to hell. And we only, the engine doesn't have a revolution on it because it wouldn't turn with the way the rods were. Look at. I don't know if you can see that on there. Looks like he was grinding on it with a bench grinder. Well, it's definitely. Oh, no, the bearings actually. You're not going to be able to see it on there. It's like it's delaminating, and I know laminating's not the proper term for this, but the thrust surface is literally peeling off. And looks like he's definitely been grinding on it. Look at this. I wish I was better at taking videos so I could show you guys all of this. That thrust bearing's garbage, which doesn't matter. They're the wrong size anyways. You saw how much it moved. But the other thing that really concerns me is the fact that this bearing, like there's no crush on them at all. But they do overhang, so I suspect when we tighten that down, that crushes it in. I think what happens, he's probably used a used bearing. Maybe polished it up with Scotch-Brite or something. That would explain the finish on it. And because they were used once already, they're already a little bit smaller outside diameter. But because the bearing is still bigger, and this overlaps the edge of the crank a substantial amount, there's still going to be proper crush. Again, that doesn't matter because we're replacing them. So they're 10s. And really, what's the chances of finding a 80-year-old engine that only has a 10 underground crank? Pretty slim. I suspect the crank's been ground a lot, and he put the wrong bearings in it. Wow. So, hey. Good thing we went the extra bit. Decided to do that. So I'm going to pull it at this point. There's just too many things wrong with it. I'm going to not just take the crank out. I'm going to take everything out. I'm going to hot tank the block. I'm going to magnaflux the block. Take all the valve train out. Well, not really valve train, but you know what I mean, flathead. Take that out. Check all the seats. Check all our clearances and cam lobes. You know, the list goes on and on. All right, so we got the crank out. I don't even know what to say about this. So this guy, he paid good money for this engine. He thought he was getting a good deal. I don't really think that he did get a good deal. I don't know what he paid. I don't really think whoever he got it from, I don't think purposely scammed him. Well, I'm pretty sure, I know for a fact the guy didn't purposely scam him. I think there was other people involved. I think there was lack of knowledge on his part. But, you know, so that's kind of what our channel's about. It's not, you know, all super high-tech $1 million machining tools and all that kind of stuff. There's enough people like that out there now on YouTube. We're more about you helping you get your hot rod put together, helping you get your race car put together, giving you some tech tips, helping you to avoid things like this. This could have been a costly mistake for this guy. So, yeah, it could have been a very costly mistake for this guy. Fortunately, he's a good friend of mine. Well, he was a customer who became a good friend, and I'm kind of just doing this, you know, in the evenings to help the guy out. And, yeah. So, you know, it's going to cost them $500 for bearings type of thing. So just to recap, I don't know where the first video is spliced. These are 10 under bearings. In between when these two videos, first one ended and the second one took over, I mic'd the crank. The crank's been ground 50. So that's where all that play was coming from. So our mains were super loose. The rod's made up for it by being super tight, but unfortunately it don't work that way, right? Thing I'm doing now, you know, being a flathead, the lifters are in there. I'm looking down inside of here. I'll shine the camera. I don't know if it'll work. So on these flathead Fords, we'll show that in the next video, is you take your whole guide and valve assembly out and you clearance the end of the valve stem to give you your proper lash that would be adjustable on most engines. There's a big hair in there. Probably mine. Anyways, sometimes one of the retrofits you do is an adjustable lifter. This doesn't have adjustable lifters. But as I stand here and I look down, I mean, this one here, right there, has over 1/8 of an inch clearance. So I don't know what they did, how they did all of that, but we're kind of all over the place. So we're going to have to address all of that issue too. Again, you know, don't think this guy purposely, maliciously tried to do anything wrong here. It just happened. I'm looking at a brand new cam. I'm looking at brand new lifters. So all we can do now is pull this thing apart, and instead of becoming just a one video deal where we try to run it and show you guys a flathead getting fired up, it's become a multi-part, complete redo. It's getting late. Tomorrow night I'm going to pull the cam out. I'm going to pull the lifters out. I'll show you guys how all that works. The thing's going in the hot tank. It's getting magnafluxed. Everything's clean, scrutinized. I can see I'm going to have to buy some valves for the thing, because once you grind the valves down without adjustable lifters, there's no way of bringing that lash back. We got the thing apart. What a mess. We're going to just pull the whole thing apart now. In the next segment, you'll see me do the valve train. It's quite unique on these old Ford flatheads how they do that. We'll get that all pulled apart. We'll check all that out. We're not taking anything for granted on this engine. We're seeing too much wrong. The whole thing's coming apart. It's going in the hot tank. The simple little vid we were going to do on firing up a hot rod flathead on the test stand and break the cam in, just became probably, you know, a 6-7 part complete rebuild on flathead. So I hope you guys got something out of this. I hope it maybe helps somebody not to make a similar mistake that this guy made. He thought he was getting a good rebuilt engine. I also want to say I know for a fact that the guy he bought this engine from did not do anything malicious, or he did not try to scam him or anything like that. I see all kinds of new parts in here. It was just the wrong stuff. And, you know, that's kind of what our channel's about, right? It's to walk you through this stuff step by step so you can put your engine together proper. You know what you're looking for. There's more to it than just throwing the parts in these things. So hopefully you all get something from this. We'll see you in the next segment. I'm going to go and spend a couple hours trying to splice all these little videos together and turn this into one. Take care, guys.